welcome back to another game of Netrunner. We're here in Moncton, New Brunswick, looking at a game of Noise versus Custom Biotics. I'm here with Kevin,
Hello.
and from the Northern Gaming Network, I'm Alex, and we're gonna get started already. Got a couple pieces of
we've got
ice.
two ices and a credit here on the left, on the right, excuse me. That's me playing. I'm playing Custom Biotics here.
So why don't you refresh everyone's memory on what Custom Biotics ID does? It's
Cus
HB.
yeah, Custom Biotics is the 22 influence HBID that's not allowed to use. You can't splash Jinteki. Um, so the most common form of this ID is the Super Scorch. Being able to import all three Scorches and still have another 10 influence to spend.
That is pretty handy.
Dave here playing Noise, getting two runs right off the bat. Once on my hand, once on R&D. Looks like he's got the Aesops out here right away, which in the more modern Noise builds, Aesops is the key to victory. Makes Noise rich.
Yep, to actually have some economy going is fantastic in Noise. So you had a
Icing over a remote
quandary
and
res
two more.
over HQ, was it?
Yeah.
Was it a quandary?
Quandary or Enigma.
Yeah.
Hard to tell there. Alright, Grimoire coming out. This already makes him better, yeah. It pays for itself just in the caches alone, and when you consider that most Noise builds use Crypsis or Data Sucker or Parasites, Grimoire may be the best Anarch console in the game right now at this point. This is before Order and Chaos, obviously.
Yep, absolutely. This is before ordering chaos, so let's keep that in mind.
The
So you
second one,
those are definitely enigmas because you're spending four.
they look like guards.
Oh, it could be guard. Actually, yeah, that makes sense because enigma's only three.
Three. Yep.
So two guards. That's nice to avoid the bypass there.
Yeah, I think I've done a lot of testing against Criminal here, so. So with both ISIS over the centrals resed, install and take two credits. Guaranteed that's not an agenda. It must be either a Donus campaign or Eve campaign. Um, I don't think I would put down an agenda and have no way to score it next turn.
Let alone not have been able to res the ice.
Yeah.
So
So he runs. It is Eve.
Eve campaign.
Trash of 5. He's sitting there with 7 credits, so I'm not sure if he'll trash it or not. Yes, he does.
It's taking the time. Yeah. So
It's an
all right.
expensive trash. Worthwhile. I may, were I in Dave's position here, I may have let me res it. That puts me down 3 credits when he trashes it, so.
Absolutely, but at the same time, this does kind of prevent you from clicking for credits next time and be able to res the ice, preventing him from perhaps being able to trash it, knowing that you're low on credits at this point.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
Always good to keep HB broke. If HB can get above 10 credits, they start to turn on certain ice that you just don't want to see.
that's absolutely correct.
Alright, so I'm icing over R&D and then taking 2 more credits. I'm not sure why I iced over R&D. He can't get in. Uh, Maybe I'm worried about Parasite.
Yep, guard only being 2 strength would be a quick parasite, with the Grimoire out especially.
Absolutely right. Cyber Feeder.
All
Great
right.
Anarch card here in this Noise build. With the 3 Cyber Feeder suite, most Noise players aren't even paying to install any of their programs.
And that just means that they're just going to continue. Things like cache, they're parasites, data suckers. There's so much recurrence, and again, noise installing a virus is going to get that mill, and that's what you want to do throughout
Yeah,
this whole game.
milling against kill decks is often extremely beneficial because you lose the key parts of the combo, whether they be the Sea Source or the Scorch. And it's tough to get them back in your hand. Unless you're playing, say, Archive Memories, which doesn't get played that often anymore.
That's true. And it's being that, I mean, or interns. Interns returns it to HQ, does it not?
Interns allows you to install it, so it won't work on
Oh, okay,
operations.
so it won't work on operations. So the archive memory is the only one that brings it back to HQ.
No, that's correct. There's probably a few other ones. I'm pretty sure counters on, was it Project Vitruvius allows you to do that, but
Yep, that might.
alright, clone shipping the cache onto Shahrazad. This is where this starts to make money. So use this cyber feeder to install cache, gaining 5 right away, 4 viruses and 1 on the Shahrazad. And he will sell this next turn for a total of 8.
Yep, beautiful, beautiful money situation there. All right, so
So I've iced over 8 archives. I don't know if
good.
there's agendas in there yet, but there will be. You can almost count on it, or you can count on it for sure.
Absolutely, at some point at least, and at the very and at best, you're gonna get avoid any data sucker tokens, just free data sucker tokens, if he's not seeing any agendas in there.
Absolutely. Data Sucker tokens allowing him to parasite the larger ice that I'm probably running at some point. I think Toll Booth or Heimdall. Um, Another cyber feeder installing. That looks like an imp, so I'm milling again. I've now milled 4 cards. 3, excuse me. So that puts is that an imp? Yeah, that's an imp.
Yeah, that's definitely an imp.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that puts Dave's Noise deck on par with where it should be, milling 1 to 2 cards per turn, if that's his end game here.
yeah. We haven't seen any icebreakers yet, so this could very well be a mill specific deck. But he's got just his strong ability to install and get virus tokens on things like cache and imp, so he can go in and if he does get accesses when he gets some breakers out to just trash any operations he sees as well.
Right.
That'll prevent your end game, as be it ice or operations.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, I have 2 ice now out in front of this remote. We've got an inject here, so that's one program. One program from the inject, making it a neutral play, gaining 3 credits in his hand. I have 2 ice out over the remotes. Essentially what I need now is to keep my credit count up so that I can res that ice, and then I can start scoring agendas behind it if I don't get distracted by what Dave's doing here with noise. Um, the constant milling effect can be very distracting, especially if you know there's 3 or 4 points of agenda in your archives. It can kind of get you away from the fact, or even from the knowledge that even though he looks like he's in a good position, he really can't get in anywhere.
Yep.
So you got to stay
Yep.
focused.
He's got a good economic advantage right here. However, you are right. He does not have the accesses he's going to need. There's his medium. Going to mill another card. So he is getting set up to get a strong access, but he still looks like he's searching for those breakers. He's used a clone chip already. He used an eject, but didn't see anything except for a David. Um, so that's only
Yeah.
going to get him in. Definitely not going to help with the guards. So he's going to need something else.
Alright, so I am installing, and I'm taking 2 more credits. Alright, 7 credits here, enough to res at least 1 ice, possibly 2. Dave is selling the imp. I'm surprised. I may have sold the medium if I needed money, but imp just being a deadly card, you could run into that remote and possibly trash whatever's back there, be it whatever
Absolutely.
campaign.
Especially with the bonus token on there.
Absolutely, yeah. But
It's a lot more threatening too if he was going to run with that remote, threaten to trash whatever it is with an imp and not having to spend his hard-earned credits.
alright, so spending the 5 to install a Crypsis, getting the 1 token, he can now get in anywhere. It's extraordinarily expensive. He's choosing to run.
But
Where's
he
he gonna
also
run?
only used that Crypsis once, so if you were as 2 pieces of ice, he can only use that once.
We use it twice, but he has to trash it.
Oh yes, that is a very good point. I guess I'm of the belief that you spend that much to install that Crypsis, you better get some use out of it more than one turn. It
Yeah,
better be a glory run for the win if you're going to trash that and
absolutely.
put all that effort and money, resources into.
Looks like that looks like a changeling I res there. code gate right now. I like the changeling. It can be an end the run sentry. So
Yeah, very. It's a very unique card. It's not a whole lot of people run that, but it seems to work very well for you.
no, excuse me, that's a Sagittarius.
That makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah, yep.
But I have seen you run. I have seen you run as changeling.
All right,
So
so he's running. I'm not resing the whole way. He sees an Eve campaign.
wishing he had that
Wishing he had
imp
that imp.
there. Yeah.
Taking 1 credit and finishing off his turn. Um, I'm installing. I am Jackson drawing.
Good call.
Possibly a tale of caution or word of advice here. Don't Jackson draw when you're playing against a mill noise, which this obviously is.
Yeah.
You're just doing his job for him. Um,
Yep. Yeah. Credits would be a good move right here because you want to get that Eve campaign res and get some recurral credits going.
Absolutely. Instead, I've installed Jackson Drew and installed again. So,
Yep.
um,
So keeping yourself poor. Uh, Not necessarily the best way to get your game plan going. He's doing a really good job at timely fashion running to kind of make you spend your money. Oh, he's gonna deja vu a cash and an imp back.
yeah, that's a good
So
play.
good. Such a great card in Noise. Deja vu getting you 2 viruses back into your hand.
You typically want to use it for 2 cash. He's using it for 1, which was fine because he only had the 1 in archives. I may have drawn first, maybe not. I'm not sure.
Tough call. He may have some things in his hand that he just wants a little bit of money for, so he can get more things going.
Alright, so
So
he's running archives. I choose not to res. Let's see what agendas. Or we've got Ash. It looks like an Eli. Another Sagittarius.
looks like no
And then
agendas from the looks of it.
we're off screen. No agendas.
So just ice, lots of ice. It's a pretty thickly icy deck.
Yeah, this deck
So
in particular runs 22 ice, so I'm not too worried.
that is a lot of ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's a glacial scorch deck right there.
Alright, so we've got the pad campaign out. I would expect to see
Use of that imp, I suspect.
use of that imp. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Um, maybe I should have put ice over that. I don't know what I have installed in the remote either. The iced up remote, excuse me. Oh, sorry, yeah, it is Eve campaign. Okay, so I take 3 credits, and then once again I
Trash a card.
trash a card, doing Dave's job for him. We're not too far in the game, and already I've gone through a lot of cards here.
Yeah, it looks we're about a third of the way through your deck right now.
Yeah, can you see what that is over archives? No.
I couldn't quite see. I do like the use of your virus tokens there to count your clicks, and you still have not used them.
Yeah.
We are both very good for that.
Oh, we put them out. Just don't use them.
we now that we've got our Team Covenant lovely trick trackers, though, I gotta say I'm using them all the time. Um, I'll plug that, not so shamelessly.
Alright, so we saw an inject there from Dave, and now he's going to run. I pop the Jackson, which is the right play, even if I'm just pulling ice back into my deck here. I need cards.
Did we see? Was there any hedge funds or anything like that in
No,
there?
there was nothing. So I pull
Wow.
back 2 Elis and an Ash. Leave the face down, face down. Um, Eli being a great card, especially against noise. I don't have a lot of easy ways to get in. Clicks are more important to noise than any other runner. And Crowder is still 4.
Yep. And now he puts the imp out. See, it's so frustrating. I guess in your position, definitely would have popped the Jackson just to have more cards in your stack,
Yeah.
in your R&D. But I don't know. I guess I'd like to think that I want them to spend some money
Yeah.
when you only have one Jackson used. But with noise, that's counterintuitive because he could very easily, without access, trash one of your Jacksons through installing a virus.
Yeah.
It's just such a powerful, powerful ability.
Yeah. Alright. So I am icing over over the pad campaign, and I take 2 credits. All right,
And
at 7 here, I'm starting to turn some of my strategies back on. I would expect to see that Eve campaign start to come up.
yeah, now that you've got the money to res it, then good to go.
Yeah, I like to have at least one of my drip asset economies going by now. I preferably I like to have run through an Adonis campaign, but so far not working for me here. Um, the good news is all of my scorch pieces are still in the deck. Well, maybe not anymore. Data Sucker coming out. Um, Dave deciding what to do. So he puts the virus token on Crypsis, and then he's running HQ, so he's breaking through the guard.
All
What
right.
does he pull? He pulls in his login protocol. Okay. I saw at least one agenda in my hand there. He trashed the ELP with the imp. Another token on the data sucker.
Yeah, good call on him. Trashing that. Uh, so he's got a couple data sucker tokens, couple int tokens. We got man,
Alright,
look at all
so
those viruses just right on the Scheherazade.
resing. So that gives me 12. Up to 3. 1 for my pad. 5. Drip economy. Just very useful. Look at me drawing. Doing Dave's work for him here. Stop that, Kevin.
What on earth are you doing? I guess I
Well,
mean you
I'm
really
looking
do
for
need to
my...
find the cards you
Yeah.
need to do your thing. So
So
um,
ice.
if you can start rushing your agendas, and I guess that's
Spending
the
a...
hard part right now,
Yeah.
is he's
I
not getting himself vulnerable enough to scorch.
well,
So
I don't know. He's sitting at 3. He has the wild side out. I would expect I can scorch him. I probably have one piece in my hand. I'm just waiting for the second one.
and the
Or
credits to do so. That's a big factor.
yeah, I only need 8 to see double scorch.
He's at
Um,
6 right now. Is that 5?
5. That's a
5.
5. So that would mean I would need 10. And typically, Noise plays rich during their term, and by the end of their term, they're poor again. Using ASOPs to get back to money at the start of their turn. So
Yep, that's right.
they're a good candidate to be scorched. That being said, 2 ice seems to be stopping Dave here. I may just want to ice money into a new remote and then start scoring agendas as well.
As long as you're, yeah, I would say that your best bet right now is try to score agendas. Low on credits, get a couple pieces of ice res that slows them down enough. If it was cheaper ice, then yeah, that would go ahead and do that. He's running here and doesn't have enough money to trash that.
Well, he has an imp.
Oh, right, the M tokens, of course.
Alright, so what do I have there?
Victor 2.0?
That is a
Or,
Victor Deuce. Great ice. He
yeah.
can't click through. He doesn't have the clicks left. He will have to break it with Crypsis.
Now, I'm not sure he has the credits to break a 2.0 with, I guess, clone shipping in
Well, he has 3
something.
cyber feeders.
Oh, right, the Cyber Freeders has not been used yet.
Yeah, and he can clone
Oh,
ship a cash in at any time. There it is. So there's 5 credits.
fantastic.
Using cyber feeder, and then what would that be? 5 credits, 4 credits. Yep.
That is a pretty crazy play right there.
Trashing. Yeah. That being said, my Victor now is rezzed. No matter how you slice it,
Yep, he's gonna have
that's a
to go
great
through
piece of
that
ice
every
to have
time.
out. But it makes me have to start all over again. So that was a net loss of 3 credits for me. He didn't lose a single credit on the trash because he used imp. So I'm taking 3. So going from 0 to 4 again. Pad campaign doing its job. It's slow enough to not cause runners a lot of duress, but if you look at a lot of games, pad campaign typically will net somewhere between 10 and 15 credits. It's
Yeah, it
just a
can be
great card.
very, very beneficial. The only ones I typically won't trash a pad campaign against is a near Earth hub that I expect them to just be rushing out agendas because you simply just don't have the time.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Often, Near Thumb only makes about 5 to 10 from it anyways. Where this deck plays long. I've made 20 off-pad campaigns in this deck. Um, so it looks like we have an archives run, possibly.
yeah, Wayland, Haas-Bioroid, those kind of big, big decks definitely trash those pad campaigns. And Jinteki, because Jinteki sometimes will run a pad campaign to keep it. There's one of your sea source.
And there's a sea,
So,
ice, a scorch.
Scorch.
Alright, so I'm running 2 seas and 3 scorches. Um, actually, am I burning 3 seas and 3 scorches?
You have the influence, that's for
Yeah.
certain.
So,
Haven't seen
um,
a whole lot of influence yet. Mostly Bioroids and neutral cards so far.
well, 1 in the Jackson, 2 in the sea, 4 in the scorch. We've seen 7. So I take my pad credit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All
I'm
right.
not sure what went on there. Okay, he had to trash some out of his
Just
hand.
yeah, he drew up there and got a data sucker out,
Right,
adding this
there we
token.
go.
Lots of viruses, just Crypsis. He must be running a Crypsis only deck here.
Yeah, I don't think I've clued into this either. Crypsis only decks are extraordinarily vulnerable. He has a Crypsis token left on his turn.
Yeah, a
Oh,
clear
I'm
virus
hedge
tokens
funding.
would be very beneficial for you right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Typically, when you leave a Crypsis token, especially with Wildside out, I always clear that. It means that you would have 1 click to do something your next turn. But instead, I hedge fund and take 2 credits.
Miscounting the number of credits that you added on, but you corrected it.
hmm
So he's gonna.
So we're
Okay.
selling the data sucker. He had 2 in play here.
Drawing a couple at the wild side. We see a deja vu in his hand.
At 11 credits, he needs to be careful. I can start opening my scorching window here. I still have quite a few cards left in my stack. A
Okay,
parasite.
parasiting the guard.
I'm gonna mill. I'm not sure what that was. So parasiting the inner one, which is the guard.
So on his next turn, the guard will be gone.
Yes. He's running it actually probably on this turn. The guard
Okay,
will be
this turn he's
gone.
going to use that. He's going to use those data sucker tokens if he
Mhm.
goes.
So he's breaking through the Sagittarius.
Or this Crypsis token.
Using 1 data sucker token to
Okay.
kill.
So hasn't removed his Crypsis token yet, but hopefully he does.
Yep, there it goes.
There it goes. Excellent.
See, was set 2 because of the medium. He's deciding whether or not
Yep.
he's gonna trash. Trashing something with the imp. Nope, leaving it be. Okay. Trashing that last card with the imp. He trashes a piece of ice.
Okay. Interesting.
And discarding Shahrazad.
Okay, both of you halfway through your decks right now.
Yep.
So you have not. Nobody scored an agenda yet.
The longer this game goes on, the better it is for Dave's Noise here.
Absolutely.
The good thing for me and the bad thing at the same time is I've only seen 1 Jackson. I suspect if I see a Jackson soon, there I am drawing again, I'm definitely looking for the scorching pieces.
It's going to be your key scorching piece or an agenda. Now that you have money,
Yeah,
you must be a Jackson you just drew as well. Have installed
I've got
2
to
cards.
install agendas and score them here. I can get in, I can keep him out with. He can't make multiple Crypsis runs back-to-back turns.
Yeah,
So he
and
can
you're at
steal
12
one
credits
agenda,
here.
and then I'm good to go the next turn.
Yeah, you're 12 credits, so you're pretty safe to be able to res 1 piece of ice that's going to be able to keep him out and score something in the next turn.
Certainly. I know I run a single Janus in this deck. It would have been foolish for me to put it in front of that remote. Okay, we are. He Crypsis token, and he's running archives. You gotta figure there's an agenda in here by now. I'm deciding no res. We have a Jackson and another ice.
Oh wow! So he has not milled a single agenda yet from you. And he trashed a Jackson, though. He's going to be happy to see that because even if you have a Jackson on the table, um, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So he's trying to count his clicks out to figure out if he had any left. Looks like he's got one click left because wild side. Clicked Crypsis, ran archives.
Another cache.
Installing a cache, milling a card. See, I think I would have done that first. Get an additional
Yeah.
mill before run the archives.
Alright. So
And
I'm
his
resing
turn.
another pad campaign that
Okay.
makes that neutral.
Good stuff.
I've got to clear tokens here doing my mandatory draw.
Please tell me that's an agenda and you're going to advance something.
I would expect a wipe if it's not.
Yeah, either wipe or advance.
Likely it was an Adonis campaign, now that I think about it. Although if it was an Adonis campaign, I would have rezzed it.
Yeah, because you had money. I can see not resing an Eve campaign right now because you're finally up above 10 credits, and that'll put you below it for a turn.
Yeah, I'm thinking, which likely means I'm wiping. Yeah, I'm wiping. Getting rid of the Crypsis token, that really slows him down.
Yeah.
Having to clip to put a virus on Crypsis is
just wonderful for you.
It's not good for Noise. What is good for Noise is this puts Dave at 18 credits.
Yeah, selling that cash.
A little bit scary here. You know, I've missed almost now my window to scorch him. He's too rich. So, I don't have a lot of cards left. I don't seem to have a scorch window. And it looks like he can get into my remotes now with all this cash money he has. This is not good. Still 0-0, right where Dave wants it to be.
Yep.
Short stack, I must have a bunch of agendas in my hand.
Gotta have agendas in your hand right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This deck runs 9 of them, so it's not a huge count, but
we've gone through half your deck, so assuming odds of probability, that's 4 to 5 agendas.
Okay, an architect over archives. I like that play. That forces him to break it, because if not, I get to install some cards for free, especially installing a Jackson out of archives.
Oh yeah, that would be handy. Very good play.
Alright, so installing one card off the 5 top cards of R&D. Probably I'd put an ice maybe over the remote.
Yeah, maybe over R&D. This is ignoring the costs. So
okay, so that's likely an ash.
Yeah, ash would be nice to get in there.
And then installing something off of archives. I'm either installing an agenda or I gotta put that Jackson out.
Ooh, I think we just hear you get excited about seeing the Jackson there. However, if you pull the Jackson and then
no ice.
Ice. Okay, interesting choice there.
It saves me 2 credits.
I guess it is for free. That's right.
Yeah. Ooh.
NAPD.
NAPD.
So he's gonna buy it. He is buying it.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you have. I mean, you have to at that point.
Yep.
He's got plenty of money.
I don't mind making him lose 4 credits. Maybe I should have installed that. Maybe not. Hard to say.
So it could very well be that the first card you installed into that remote was an Ash, and maybe that was an agenda you just put down.
That's possible.
Now, I would really like that if that was. You can get some advancements on there next turn. Oh, that'd be a good play. Tasty.
No. It was a Adonis campaign. Which is fine. This allows... I'm now dripping 5 credits per turn. He's got to get in and trash that, which will be expensive. I should just take money here. Instead...
Yeah, it doesn't have too many virus tokens, really.
Alright, so I'm playing targeted marketing.
Oh, that's a good one. So if you're calling cash for targeted marketing, that's a good one. You're going to gain 10 credits if he plays that card.
Yep.
So that's fantastic. And he really wants to. I mean, at this point, he's got enough money. It would have been nice to see that card a lot earlier.
I'm not sure what I've done with the rest of my turn here.
You haven't taken your second click yet.
Have I not done it yet?
That was still just click 1. Mulling your options. Perhaps an install. Please don't draw a card.
I think I'm convinced I have to scorch him. Which is definitely, yeah, that's what I'm convinced of, which is definitely the wrong thing to do. I'm playing
Yep.
into his hands. I've got like maybe 7 cards left.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of cards left in that R&D there. Trashing too
No,
hard.
no,
So
at this point, all the agendas have to be in my hand. I don't have enough room in my hand to hold the pieces to scorch him.
yeah, he has it's too much money right now. You need to get him to spend something. So
He's selling the wild side, which is the perfect play here for Dave, giving him now 4 credits. He doesn't need the card draw. He has all the pieces of his rig. 3 cyber feeders. Parasite on the Sagittarius. Running the Sagittarius, breaking it, destroying it. Now he has free access into R&D.
ruh
He sees nothing.
and he's gonna add a token to his medium.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Running a
again.
second time, seeing 2. What does he see? He takes the was that Project Wotan?
Yep, Project Wotan.
Seeing 3 cards off of R&D. Nothing. So 5 to nothing. I'm short stacked.
Very short stacked. It's hard to
He's
see how many
trashing that
cards.
last card. Good.
Oh, Jackson.
Um, my targeted marketing is trashed here too.
Where on
I'm
earth are
sure.
your agendas?
I'm sure we'll figure that out at some point. Another 5 credits drip from me. Um, I should almost go PE style. Stop drawing.
Why did you just draw that card? I think having watching this game afterwards, you will never do this again.
Yeah.
Drawing your cards. Play with what you know. Oh
Okay,
god,
that
now, how many cards do you have left? There's like 2
3,
cards there.
4 maybe. Oh, I drew again. Okay,
Oh
I'm
oh
counting them.
no. Okay,
I'm
you
counting
just
them.
looked. You looked to see how many there
Counting
were.
them. 3 cards left. I
Ooh,
think I
ooh.
understand now where my fate is.
You hedge funded?
Playing a hedge fund. Just bringing
Okay.
4 new credits into
That's
play. And,
you better do
yeah.
something here. He ran. Come on, sea source him. Do something. Oh my lord, I can't believe you just trashed more cards. And no ice over R&D right now.
Nope. Selling the
So
Dave
he could
Sucker.
access, he could do his whole turn running R&D and access all of your cards.
He's asking me how many cards are left. I'm telling him I don't think he needs to do that. I think he just needs to play 3 viruses.
I'm not sure that's open information either, but
Yeah,
I
it
could
is.
be wrong. That is wrong, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, he just needs to play viruses, or run it.
Well, frankly,
He's got
waiting
imp. Does he
is
have? No, he
okay.
doesn't have an imp out anymore.
Yeah.
He's got deja vu back in. I would have taken imp and anything else really.
He's probably gonna deja vu back in his caches. Okay, yeah, in the imp.
Yeah, I would take an imp or two and then
Hmm.
access anything and trash anything.
And in the most ironic sense here, I have finally have the money I need to make my combo work, and no way to make my combo work.
Yeah. Oh, your combo cards are in the bin.
Yeah. My last hope is for him to run archives, not bother breaking the architect, and me installing a Jackson.
The kicker
Um,
here is he sees your stack of R&D and has free access, free reign, and you've got no agendas that he had seen in archives before, and only 3 or 4 cards. So you're gonna see source
okay,
him.
so I'm C-sourcing him. We're figuring out the trace level where it has to be. Did he run?
He did. Yeah, he ran. Oh, did he run?
Yeah, he ran R&D.
Yeah, I think he ran R&D.
Yeah.
That is a good question. He may not have run last turn though.
I'm scorching him for all cards but 1. Alright, hoping, I guess, to take away some of those viruses. I know I don't have the next
So you don't
scorch,
have the second scorch,
or
which
I would have
is
laid it down
oh
here.
yep.
Um, in fact, I'm just delaying the inevitable. So I guess I gotta hope he runs archives, allowing me to pop the Jackson from the architect.
Yep.
Um,
The
I don't
fact that
think he'll
both of
do
your
that.
Jacksons in there is detrimental.
Yep.
Honestly, I think your biggest misplay there was not installing the Jackson when you had the chance off that
Yep.
Architect.
Yeah, putting ice over that server was my mistake.
Yeah.
Well, one of many apparently.
Yeah, a valiant effort in hopes to score something out, but here we get an imp. What is? Oh, that was your last card. Oh, okay, you got two.
So
So you get
imps two. There we
two.
go.
Oh, you got decked completely.
I've
Wow,
been
that is
decked.
incredible. Well, there's our lovely host Kevin getting decked from a custom Biotics deck against a very effective, well-drawn Noise CacheShop deck.
Yeah. How do not play against noise?
From up here north, I'm Alex.
I'm Kevin.
Stay frosty.